Good evening. I'm Floyd Morrow, and for those that do not know me, I've been the party chairman here in San Diego. 1980. We had the dirty tricks pulled on us then, as you know. The drug money was able to be translated into funds to keep Carter from pulling the hostages out of Iran. And it was just enough to do him in. My approach to all of this has been, in the last 2.5 years, to sponsor a resolution locally. I wrote it, and it called for impeachment, called for a lot more than that. We charged war crimes. This was at the United Nations Association here in San Diego. I was president of that organization in 1974. That's a while back. But I took Pete Wilson's, it was mandatory at that time, that you have a representative on the board of directors of the local United Nations Association in Balboa Park. Pete refused to take the position, and I took the position instead. I said we cannot afford to not have our city represented with the United Nations. And about a year or so later, they drafted me to be their president, which I served full 2 terms at doing that. All of my activity, all the way from forming in Rotary here locally, I'm the peace chair in Mission Valley. They have awarded me the international award for the last 3 years for my activities, both in the peace movement and in an arena in which I'm very, very active, the global warming. We have formed a corporation here in Mission Valley. That corporation does teach and does preach at the same time about global warming, and Bob Coates, Judge Bob Coates, heads our effort there. But we have many areas in which, in the term progressive, I would be classified as probably the most progressive of any of the local folks for probably the last 30 or 40 years. And that's why I was immediately drawn to this organization, actually, is because of your stance and because of the way that you're looking at things. We're very simpatico there. I look at the big issue is the health issue, educational issue, and the issue of violence itself. If you look at the money that we're throwing at the war and the war effort, I came out early and strong and was the chair here in San Diego of an organization that coalesced to fight the war in Vietnam, and we won. I was a keynote speaker at Long Beach against that because I was a Korean veteran, and I know war is not the answer, and it never has been. So these things combined, when I say I seek your endorsement, I have the endorsement of the Democratic Party and Bob Filner. And every club that we have spoke to date has endorsed me, every Democratic club. So I'm asking that you give me, whether it's friendly or otherwise, your endorsement. The statement that I make on my ballot that's on the ballot statement. I advocate that we coordinate on a holistic basis the issue of we have plenty of money, we're just throwing it away. That's the problem. There's a lot of problems involved with that. And so I don't want to harangue you or any of this, but I have been in the forefront of affordable housing in San Diego. I've spent the last 10 years perfecting a system that is not only affordable, but it's a manufactured home in Mexico that provide a high standard, very, very low cost, moderate cost for housing. Go to the website. If you go to my business website, you'll see what we've been doing in that arena. This is my wife, Marlene. She's right here. We've been married 54 years. And our kids, we have grandkids now. All of them, 2 of them in college and 2 of them in graduating from Point Loma High School, one from Claremont. But if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to try to answer them. Yes?
You mentioned you have a corporation in Mission Valley to work against global warming or to deal with it.
Yes, we do. We formed it with the Rotary Club. We did it in conjunction with Scripps Institute. So,
oceanography.
huh?
Of oceanography, right?
Yes.
Can we find out more about that? How do we find out more about that corporation?
The whole purpose, we have a booth. We've given it now at the last 2 internationals. We have a booth in which we teach the global warming, what's involved. It is strictly a 501c3 type of organization. They cannot get into certain political activity, but they can certainly sponsor, and we do. You can find out a great deal about it going to the website. That's the Rotary District 5340. And the club is the Mission Valley Rotary Club, which I was president of it in 2000, I think it was 2004 now, or 2003. Anyway, I do have to get back up to the other club up here, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to address you. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.